As I've been reading through this book and I read how you said transformed, it's a command, and yet it's actually something that's done to us by the power of the Holy Spirit. So talk about that tension, because there's a tension reading and thinking, all right, I got to try harder. I got to take my thoughts captive. It's like, well, no, it's the work of the Holy Spirit, but also we got to cooperate with the Holy Spirit. So talk about that tension a little bit of it's not doing anything, and it's also not doing everything. So how do we start?
There is a supernatural side to this. There is our work, and then there's the Holy Spirit's work. And for true transformation to take place, both of those things come together. And so Romans is such a beautiful example of this. In chapter 12, it says, don't be conformed. That's part of our role, is to not be conformed. But then it says, be transformed, which is part of God's role, what he brings about transformation. But we, through our intentional thinking, allow ourselves to be put in that position. That word conform there, it says don't be conformed. That word literally interpreted would be don't be molded. It's kind of the picture of like a cookie mold, and whatever's inside that mold takes that shape. And that's just how it works. And so Paul says in Romans 12, don't just fit into this world's way of thinking, that mold, without thinking about it. Like, be intentional to not be conformed, to not be molded. And what I began to understand is that all of us are being molded by something. Like, that's just happening. And if you say, well, that's not how I work, or that's not true. Like, we're all being molded. So my role in this is to recognize what's molding me, what thoughts are conforming me, and to recognize those so that I can be in a position to be transformed by the Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm.